Hello, everybody. This is Francesco Rulli. I'm the CEO of Querlo. We just started a few months ago a joint venture with Adiacent, and I'm here with Andrea Fenn, who is the co-CEO of Adiacent International. Andrea, if you can tell us a little bit about your background. It's a very, very interesting background. So if you can give us some hints on what you did in the past, what you're doing now, and what are your future projects.
Thanks, Francesco. Yes. Hi, everybody. My name is Andrea. I'm currently in Italy, where I'm originally from, but I'm based in Shanghai. So I've lived and worked in China for almost 20 years, mostly covering the development of the digital landscape in China. You probably know that China is the most digital savvy country in the world. There are so many things that are either burgeoning there or were actually born there in terms of digital ecosystem, digital behavior, and I've worked most of my life actually engaging in this, from e-commerce to technology to the way that consumers engage with mobile platforms, the internet, and the likes. So of course, China is in my life, is the key of my background. So it will continue to be the focus of me in the next years to come. I expect China to continue, if not to increase, becoming an important center of ideas, of technologies, and that's where the majority of our work is located, and our projects are located. Of course, as an Italian, I also plan to be spending more time in Italy now that the borders are open after the pandemic, so that I can not only visit my family and be in touch with what is happening in Europe, but also to try and act as a bridge of technology between China and the rest of the world.
Fantastic. And this is reminds me a little bit in a different direction, my background, moving to
the other side, right?
Exactly, when I was 21 years old. So we are going through a very interesting period. A few months ago, OpenAI launched ChatGPT, was then acquired in large part by Microsoft. And there has been a revolution within the revolution. It was already years that we were working with artificial intelligence, natural language understanding, and deterministic chatbots. Now, with the natural language generation, we can have a much more eloquent tool of communication. We're using this tool of communication also for the creation of digital twins, right? I'm one of the lucky people to have a digital twin. For years, I had it with natural language understanding, with a big effort in upgrading the knowledge base. And now it's becoming more and more eloquent every day. So if you were given the opportunity to build your own digital twin, what would be the functionalities that you would like your digital twin to execute in your behalf, or in behalf of roles that maybe you don't take?
Right. So, Francesco, first of all, you said it very well. The hype of artificial intelligence is quite recent, but the development of the technology has been going on for a long while, and already it's been already a few years that artificial intelligence is taking an important part of our life. In China, this is probably even more true. I think of fields like autonomous driving that China has already pioneered, and I think a lot of these tools that are connected to artificial intelligence are actively being used in China. So as a person that lives and works in China, the development of artificial intelligence for digital twin, it's an exciting opportunity. I have to say that I'm already starting planning my digital twin with Querlo, and the most important, the most interesting aspect that I'm focusing on is definitely the language competencies. You can see that through my digital twin, I can have conversations in multiple languages, which is something that I kind of already do, speaking Chinese and obviously English and Italian. But clearly, these possibilities are expanded furthermore with an enhanced version of myself that can understand and converse in so many languages. So clearly, this element, the communication, the ability to communicate, is definitely the one that I'm most looking forward. And of course, then there is a plethora of everyday tasks that I look forward to have another self to take care of, from the petty to the management of finances, to the management of processes, which once again, life in China is full of. China is full of bureaucracy, full of things that I need to do, full of messages that I always have to respond as the legal representative of my company. And I'm really hoping that another person, another self, could be taking this on, so that I could dedicate more time to myself, more time to thinking about the company, more time thinking about my personal development.
Fantastic. Yes, indeed, there is a lot of applications now. Looking at my personal experience, I have sometimes over 10, sometimes even 15 conversations a day are done on my digital twin. I have an overwhelming amount of people asking me connections on LinkedIn, for example, that I redirect into the digital twin to learn more about what I do, but also explain me why they want to connect, and maybe even exchange ideas. I estimate saving now almost 9 hours a week. I spend half of it improving my digital twin, and the other half enjoying some free time, like racing, sailing boats like the one behind me. So how would you invest the time you would be eventually saving with your digital twin going forward?
I mean, as you said, probably half and half. So half of it will be productivity based, and half of it will be personal development based. So I love traveling, and living in such a big country like China, I was feel dwarfed by the size of the map and the amount of places that I haven't been to. Even though I have been to quite a few places in China, so I think I definitely would put a lot more flags on my map of China, and why not in other countries as well.
Fantastic. Now, if people want to learn more about your work and what you do with Adiacent International, what's the best way to learn more and reach out to you?
Well, definitely you should, as of now, add me on LinkedIn or get in touch on my email, which is once again available on LinkedIn. Very soon you will be able to chat with me directly on my digital twin in any language that you want. So I encourage you to do this by then.
Perfect. Thank you very much, Andrea. It was fantastic speaking to you.
Thanks, Francesco.